You have line tickets. You've got your book. You've got your receipt. Okay, fair enough.
Well, no, we're for breakfast. We're for breakfast.
Are there
We'll eat
reserved
breakfast.
lines?
Well,
Everybody's got to bring mine.
yeah, there's a bunch of different letters, roughly about 26 different letters, and well, I know. And then there's a small VIP group. They were the first people to purchase in members of Gives Back program, etc. And so when we let you in at 10 o'clock, we're going to close the store to people without the line letters. So you're going to be welcome to, shop the store. We're going to line people up by groups, so you're not just going to be standing in one space for, for 4 or 5 hours. We'll line people up by groups, and then you'll go up. It is going to be very quick, though. I'm telling people in advance. She's going to be signing very fast. She has a lot of people that she wants to try to get through, so we're just telling people in advance. And then she has to leave on a hard deadline to get to her event in Columbus this evening. Security is going to block it off, and she's going to come right up through our back entrance, probably, or stay in the back, and then until she comes out and does the signing. We're just trying to tell people.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Beautiful girl.
Thank you.
Dixie Bruggeman, Dayton, Ohio.
And what brings you here so early to the Sarah Palin book signing? Does it have anything to do with that sweatshirt you're wearing?
Has everything to do with it. In fact, I went to some of her rallies and got up and stayed up all night to get there, to get in the front row. Got a hug from her.
How can you explain to us your enthusiasm for Sarah Palin?
Well, because she stands for the values and the principles of what I believe in: smaller government, less taxes, strong military, and big defender of the Constitution. And she walks the talk, basically. She's one politician that walks the talk.
Will you be supporting her in 2012?
Be supporting her probably for the rest of my life. I'm just pleased to be living this long to see a politician like this, to see a woman like this.
What makes her different than other politicians?
Because she's not afraid to take on her own party. She's not afraid. She's very. She has impeccable integrity. She says what she means and means what she says, and she's not afraid to bring down her own party, or if she sees something that's wrong or corrupt, she tackles it. And we don't have. Plus, she's not from. She's not from inside the Beltway. She's not been to D.C. She's just an unbelievable politician, somebody we haven't seen for... You remember that movie, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington? Well, this is Mrs. Palin Goes to Washington. We hope.
Finally, if there's something wrong inside the Beltway that needs to be fixed, what is it what is wrong?
Well, I think we need to get rid of these, these long-term politicians. It's been there 30 and 40 and 50 years. They just can get entrenched with that kind of mentality. And they're corrupt. Every time you turn on the TV, there's another corrupt politician for an ethics charge. And the main thing, they don't listen to us anymore. They don't listen to us out in the heartland. They don't listen to us. She does. Right.
There's something you missed saying?
Yes, I wanted to say that she's a woman, like I said, with strong values, but she's a woman with impeccable integrity and a very strong faith in God. And she's not ashamed to let that show.
And I think that's fantastic.
Yes.
I agree with you 1%.
We heard your words, and we believe in that.
Yes.
Perfect. Said perfectly.
So you're all here very early. Why are you here so early for this event?
So we would have a chance
We wanted to get in
see
here.
her.
Yes, exactly.
Do you remember when you first learned about Sarah Palin and what your reaction was when you learned about her?
My reaction was that I went to the Republican National Office and started making phone calls for the campaign as soon as I heard she signed on and heard her speech that night. So, great inspiration.
What about her inspires you?
Just her integrity, how she holds herself, her confidence in who she is and what she stands for, and she can express it to the average citizen in a comfortable way. That's easy for us to say. She comes from the same background, same situations that we are in every day. So she's just a great inspiration to the country, and she'll make a lot of changes in whatever she does.
I would agree with that 100%. I think she is one of the best things. I think we are finally beginning to get people like herself. And I think we need to start turning our country around. We are becoming a socialist country right now with Obama, and I am totally against that. And I think Sarah would be the best person to come through and come up, and I think she will help turn our country around.
Now, when you say we're becoming socialist country, what do you mean by that?
Obama.
But why? Specifically why?
I just don't like his ideas. I do not like what he does. And I think it's horrendous.
I think it's a mindset, too, in regards to socialism. Socialism is that government does for the citizen. And we have to get back to the values of we do and we make our own lives and our own futures, not because of what the government's giving us. So it's a simple, socialism is a simple term. It's not something that's intricate in regards to the policies he's making. It's a mindset that he's instilling in so many people in the population. So that's what socialism is.
And I want to be able to create some feelings of support for Sarah Palin. I think she is a great leader, and I have to say, in all due respect, you guys who've been running our country for so long, you just can't seem to get it right, and I think we need a leader in the female gender to get the world turned around. We need to be on the committee. We need to run the committee. And sorry guys, but you have goofed up too many times over the years, and we need new leadership. As far as Obama, I think he is an abomination. And to go before our troops and say, you make a good photo op, that did it. I think he doesn't know what he's doing, and I think the sooner the better we get a woman, who is the caliber of Sarah Palin, we can turn things around. Thank you.
So you think she'll be running in the next election?
That's up to her. I'm not here to tell her to do that or not to do that. I think she's got a lot of spunk and a lot of leadership qualities, and whatever she believes she can do, I'm sure she will, and I think she'll do it with gusto. And I think she's got a lot of followers to help her along the way. I think that she's knocked at every turn by the loony liberals and people that want to tear things down. They do it because they know she is a force for good, and I think they are only a force for evil. I'm sorry to say it. I'm 75 years old, and I've seen a lot of changes in our country, but we are on the wrong road, absolutely on the wrong road. Who does Obama bring into the fold? People that haven't paid their taxes, people whose goals and whose leadership qualities are Mao Zedong and others of that ilk. Why are we letting some little squirt who might have a good view and a good ability to speak turn us going in the wrong direction? We've made a great mistake, and we need to correct that mistake as soon as possible. And I urge every person in this country to get behind someone who can help us instead of taking us in the wrong direction. And at this point in time, one of the candidates for that event is Sarah Palin.